Well, so behind me is some gold frames that I cut out some trim and put it around some mirrors and painted these pieces of trim to look like a frame that I then liquid nails, that's the proper term, took some adhesive and stuck it to the wall. And so it's permanently on there. But I wanted to go ahead and prime those and then take a gold metallic paint, which I got from Hobby Lobby. And this stuff's called Elegant Finish Metallic Paint. You can use any kind of gold paint that you want. I use a acrylic base because I clean it up with water. But you could spray paint these and then bring them in and apply them if you wanted to, or actually use frames from like a thrift store and put that around a mirror if you wanted to, if you had the right size. But anyway, these are up on the wall, and like I said, these are painted with this gold paint here. But I actually gave it two coats of this, so that way I could, go ahead and make sure I had all the brush strokes taken care of, so it's a solid base. Now, what I want to go ahead and do is take this Valspar Antiquing Glaze and actually put that over the top of the detailed areas of this trim. And what it's going to do is just kind of give it like an aged look. It's going to, kind of make the gold pop out a little bit because of these other areas are going to be deeper cut and look like grime and debris have sat inside of these frames for hundreds of years or whatever. So first what I want to do is go ahead and grab an old plate or something like that that I can use to freely just brush this stuff up. You only want to use though as much as you're going to use. You don't want to pour a bunch of it in this plate here because it sets in about 15 minutes. All that really is just acrylic paint with, instead of the same base as acrylic paint, it uses a gel, so it's a little bit more transparent, and you can kind of see the gold come through in a few spots that are a little bit thinner. We're going to go ahead and put it on pretty thick, and then take a rag, and then just kind of wipe it down. So basically, all that you need is a fairly decent sized brush you can get into your details with. For up here in this area, I'm going to use a smaller brush, and then wipe off the excess. Really simple. And this is a quick little video. I just wanted to kind of show you guys just a couple little tips that I've learned while I was doing this on how to antique these different things. So let's go ahead and I'm going to pour in some of this stuff on my plate. Make sure I don't make a mess, get it everywhere. Okay, and so what I'm going to do now is just take a small brush here, kind of just hit the areas that have dark crevices, or I'm sorry, deep crevices, and that's where the darker paint is going to sit. You're only going to apply it in the areas that you know that you're going to wipe off, because like I said, this stuff sets in about 15 minutes, and you don't want it sticky. It tends to become sticky after about 15 minutes, and will pull on your gold here, kind of leave streaks and stuff like that. It's really hard to get off. So what I've learned is that if you just apply this in these dark areas, and the purpose of it again is, like I said, to make it look like it's been around for hundreds of years, things like that. So now I'm just going to go ahead and wipe this area off. And you want to leave as much as you can inside of the cracks, and then wipe off that excess so that the high parts are left with nothing but gold. Okay, and so it's kind of hard to see from this computer's camera here, but so as you can see, the areas that are cut in have grime in it, and that kind of gives a little more character to the frame itself, so it doesn't look like a manufactured gold frame that someone used to buy and just put up. Just kind of gives a little bit more character to the room, to the mirror. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and take this thicker brush here, a little bit bigger, and just add gobs of this stuff right here in this detailed area. Like I said, the purpose of this is to make the gold pop out. You just want to, put this stuff in the corners and the cracks and the crevices to kind of go ahead and give that illusion that this thing has been around for hundreds of years. And I only put it on as much as I know I'm going to have time to take off. And with this whole section here take me 15 minutes, obviously not. It's going to be a lot quicker, but I don't want to get carried away and get this whole thing covered with this antiquing glaze and then find that I'm having some troubles in some different spots, not working the way I want it to, and it ends up drying before I have time to get it off. So now what I'm going to do is take a rag and just get the high spots. And if some of it comes off where I wanted it, I can always reapply it. Or if I get too much on and leave it, and after it's dry, I see it that it's too thick in certain areas, I'll take this gold again and just hit the high spots. But basically, just remember that you want to have the high spots as gold. That's where everything is shiny and gold. All of the crevices and cracks and things like that, that's where grime tends to collect, and that's what you're trying to achieve, is to make this thing look like it's old brass or bronze or gold or something like that, whatever colors you decided to use. But I'm going to go ahead and take this off. And I'm just kind of liberal with it because I want it to not look manufactured at all. I don't want it to look like I created any of this, that it was around for hundreds of years and elements beat on it. Okay. Close here and show you. So, as you can see, the one that's right next to it doesn't have it on there yet. It looks pretty shiny and bright. The one that I just did, though, what it does is just kind of gives it a little more character. So, but anyway, just repeat that step and go throughout whatever your frame, your piece of furniture is, and just make sure that it seems very obvious saying it, but first to make sure you don't make a mess, but put it into a lot of the cracks and the different crevices, things like that, to enhance the detail of whatever it is that you're aging, and make sure that the high spots are the parts that are rubbed off, or the polished areas of the frame or the furniture that you're doing. But thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just go to my website and fire away. So thanks.